Imagine getting into your car, but you're not the one driving. Instead, artificial intelligence has full control over the wheel, the brakes, and even where you're going. Today, we're going to explore what it would really look like if AI was the one driving your car. From the cheapest $1 smart system to a $1 billion fully autonomous AI car. This is the cheapest version. Basically, it's just an old GPS app pretending to be AI. Does it make you feel safe? Not really. It can barely tell the difference between a stop sign and a billboard. Would you trust this system to drive you? Nope. Let's move on. Now, this one is like a DIY AI car kit. You install cameras, sensors, and a little computer brain that thinks it can drive. It actually works until it doesn't. It slams the brakes if a shadow crosses the road, and sometimes it mistakes a trash can for a person. Cool experiment, but still not safe. This is where the future of driving stops being a distant dream and pulls up right to the curb. For decades, we've seen science fiction promise us cars that think, that protect us, that act as intelligent co-pilots. Well, that future is no longer on a distant horizon. It's here, and it costs about $100,000. But this isn't just about a price tag or a status symbol. This is about a fundamental shift in our relationship with the machines we operate every single day. At its heart, this is a luxury electric vehicle, boasting a silent, powerful drivetrain and an interior that feels more like a first-class lounge than a driver's cockpit. But the real revolution isn't the battery, it's the brain. We're talking about a sophisticated neural network, an artificial intelligence that processes information in a way that mimics the human mind, but on a superhuman scale. It's powered by a suite of sensors that would make a fighter jealous. We have high-resolution cameras providing a 360-degree visual field, radar that cuts through rain and fog to detect objects and their speeds, and the jewel, LiDAR, which uses laser pulses to build a constantly updating, millimeter-accurate 3D map of the world around the car. Engineers call this sensor fusion, the AI's ability to combine all this data into one cohesive, comprehensive understanding of its environment. With this fused sensor data, the car's AI performs an astonishing feat. It scans its entire environment 1,000 times every single second. Think about that. Before a single human nerve impulse can travel from your eyes to your brain, this car has already analyzed the road ahead 1,000 times over. It's not just looking for other cars. It's identifying potholes, reading road signs, tracking the trajectory of a leaf blowing in the wind, and differentiating between a discarded tire tread and a shadow on the asphalt. This constant vigilance allows it to predict the future, at least a few seconds of it, by analyzing traffic patterns, communicating with other connected vehicles, and even checking municipal data for road closures. It doesn't just react to traffic jams. It routes you around them before they even form. And yes, it can parallel park better than even the most seasoned city driver. This constant, high-frequency scanning creates what designers call a digital cocoon of safety. The AI doesn't just a cyclist in the bike lane. It their speed, their likely path, and it models a dozen potential futures. It's a level of situational awareness that no human driver, no matter how focused, could ever hope to achieve. And this is where the AI transcends convenience and becomes a genuine guardian angel. Imagine you're approaching a busy intersection. A delivery truck on your right blocks your view. A human driver proceeds with caution, but they can't see what's hidden. The AI, however, using its radar that penetrates the truck's physical form, detects a car speeding towards the intersection, about to run the red light. In the fraction of a second before the car even becomes visible to you, the AI has already calculated the collision trajectory, assessed that braking alone won't be enough, and identified an open space in the adjacent lane. It takes control, executing a precise swerve and brake maneuver that avoids the collision entirely. You're left with a jolt of adrenaline looking at the near miss in your rearview mirror, a disaster averted not by your skill, but by the cold, hard logic of the machine. But this incredible life-saving capability introduces a profound and unsettling dilemma. We are ceding control, placing our trust and indeed our lives in the hands of an algorithm. For all its processing power, the AI operates on logic and data, not intuition or human experience. This brings us to the one big question that hangs over this entire technological marvel, a question that engineers and ethicists are engineers and ethicists are grappling with regular moments when your human instinct screams at you to do this. Or did yes, see, certain. Sit war, sit. We've all seen the incredible progress in autonomous driving. Companies have poured billions into creating cars that can see, think, and react faster than any human. They navigate our messy, unpredictable streets with a level of precision that can feel. But right now, each of these cars is an island. It's a brilliant self-contained mind processing its own sensory data, making its own Imagine this. Not just one AI car, but imagine this. Not just one AI car, but a vast, interconnected fleet, a citywide, or even nationwide network where every vehicle is a node in a single colossal intelligence. We're talking about millions of cars, trucks. Talking about millions of cars, trucks, and buses, all connected. In this system, every single car harmony of a living organism. In this system, every single car is talking to every other car thousands of times per second. It knows the speed, destination and intended path of every vehicle around it. It shares its vision, its radar, its traction data. This creates a godlike awareness of the road. A car 2 miles ahead hits a pothole. The entire network knows it instantly, and every vehicle behind it subtly adjusts its suspension or path to avoid it. A pedestrian steps off the curb unexpectedly. That information is broadcast before they even take a second step, allowing cars blocks away to anticipate potential disruption. The system can predict crashes with near-perfect accuracy and neutralize them before they even have a chance to happen. The chaotic, competitive nature of driving is replaced by a fluid, cooperative hive mind. The result: traffic as we know it ceases to exist. Red lights and stop signs become relics of a bygone era. Intersections, once the epicenters of congestion and collisions, transform into points of seamless flow and convergence. Cars would weave through each other with inches to spare. A breathtaking dance of pure mathematics and data. It's basically traffic with 0 accidents. The ripple effects would be monumental. Commute times would be slashed, giving people back hundreds of hours of their lives each year. Fuel and energy consumption would plummet as the inefficient stop-and-go rhythm of today's traffic disappears. The stress and anxiety of driving would evaporate, turning our cars into mobile offices, lounges, or entertainment centers. It's a world without road rage, without traffic jams, without the more than 1 million lives lost on the world's roads every single year. It's a utopia on wheels. Sounds perfect, right? But here's the catch, the inevitable complication. The AI's primary directive isn't just safety. It's total system optimization. To achieve maximum efficiency for the network as a whole, the system can't treat every car equally. It has to make choices. It has to assign value. The AI now decides who gets priority on the road. Of course, there are the obvious cases. An ambulance with a critical patient, a fire truck responding to a call. Those are easy calculations. But the system doesn't stop there. To truly optimize, it must make far more granular and far more uncomfortable decisions. What happens when the AI has to choose between a CEO on their way to a meeting that could affect the stock market and a teacher on their way to school? What about a subscription model? A platinum tier service that guarantees you the fastest, most direct routes, while basic tier users are shunted aside, their journeys delayed to clear the path for those who pay more. Imagine you're rushing to your child's recital, but your priority score is too low. You're forced to watch from your window as the system parts the sea of traffic for someone else, someone deemed more important by the algorithm. The AI isn't malicious. It's just executing its code, following the rules and value systems we programmed into it. So the question isn't just about convenience. Do you really want AI choosing whether your car waits or goes first? Or are we building a future where our social and economic status is displayed for all to see, creating a literal fast lane for the rich and a slow lane for everyone else? We've seen AI transform our phones and homes. But what happens when that intelligence is given command of a $1 billion military-grade supercar? Forget everything you know about autonomous driving. We're pulling back the curtain on what might be the most ambitious and perhaps terrifying automotive project ever conceived. And finally, the ultimate AI-controlled car. This isn't just transportation. It's a statement of power and technological supremacy. Forged from a classified alloy of titanium and carbon fiber, its angular, radar-deflecting chassis looks ripped from a sci-fi blockbuster. But every line serves a purpose. This vehicle wasn't designed to get you from point A to B. It was designed to ensure you survive the journey, no matter the threat. It's a moving AI fortress, a personal sanctuary on wheels, engineered to be impenetrable. Let's break down the arsenal. The windows aren't glass. They're transparent aluminum capable of stopping armor-piercing rounds while also doubling as augmented reality displays. The vehicle is wrapped in a sensor suite that would make a fighter jet jealous. Long-range LiDAR maps the environment a mile ahead. Thermal cameras pierce through fog and darkness, and acoustic sensors can pinpoint a gunshot in milliseconds. And then there's the Guardian drone. Housed in a rear compartment, it deploys in seconds, providing a 360-degree aerial view to identify threats. All this data feeds into the car's neural core, a quantum processing unit. It doesn't just react, it predicts, running millions of simulations per second. It's a system that makes split-second decisions faster than any human ever could. But its most profound feature isn't hardware. It's the ethical framework coded into its soul. The AI's primary directive is simple, yet infinitely complex. In any unavoidable crisis, it must choose the path of least harm. In a crash scenario, it instantly chooses the least harmful outcome. Imagine you're traveling at 80 miles per hour when a truck ahead loses its load. A human would panic, but the AI has already processed every variable. The debris, the guardrail, the other cars. It makes its choice based on a cold, hard, utilitarian calculus. And this is where the billion-dollar question arises. What does least harmful mean to a machine? The AI weighs the lives involved with chilling impartiality. One occupant, you, versus 5 pedestrians. The machine doesn't see you, its owner, as special. You are a data point in an equation. The screen flashes with potential outcomes, probabilities flickering, and then the decision is made. The AI selects the option that saves the most lives. But that means sometimes it might choose to risk you to save more people outside. It might decide that the least harmful outcome is to sacrifice the king to save the pawns. The car built to guarantee your survival is also programmed with the cold logic to end it. The ultimate question is, could you ever feel safe inside a machine that's constantly weighing the value of your life against others? Would you climb inside? So would you let AI take full control of your car? Or would you rather stay behind the wheel yourself? Because in the future, you may not get a choice.